You already know it is. Gonna play a couple songs. We're gonna get to the news. We're gonna be here too long. We just got some clips to play. And hope everybody feeling good. You already know what it is. Let's go. Let's play some new music.
Baby girl, let's get lost in this. Let's vibe to this offy mix. We can talk and kiss under stars and shit. It's a night you would never forget. Hey. Baby girl, let's get lost in this. Let's vibe to this offy mix. We can talk and kiss, make love under stars and shit. It's a night you would never forget. Hey. This that lofty mix, yeah. Yeah, baby girl vibe to the beat. Yeah, she love this mix. As a kid back, it's all real quick. We go to the bedroom, baby, making love all night. Get it up, she gon' rock it tonight. Put the key in the ignition, start the engine. Yeah, I'm zooming tonight. So for the cruising line, hey. Woo. Yeah, the mood is right. I know you wanna groove tonight, so let's move tonight. Overseas in the Philippines, take a walk on the beach and feel the breeze. You walking through my mind in the field of dreams. You my love, you my life, you my everything. One day, baby girl, you will get a ring. You, music, and the weed is all I need. Yeah. Baby girl, let's get lost in this. Let's vibe to this offy mix. We can talk and kiss, make love under stars and shit. It's a night you would never forget. Hey. Baby girl, let's get lost in this. Let's vibe to this offy mix. We can talk and kiss, make love under stars and shit. It's a night you would never forget. Hey. This that cruising music, baby girl, you the truth and you so amusing, no confusion, girl, love me for real. Look me and my guys, tell me how you feel. Time to chill, chillin' behind the wheel. Took her to the back seat, now it's time for thrills. Full thrusters, baby girl, love the stroke. After that we spoke, girl, it's time to flow. No other female can hold a candle to you. Just got the reservation, then it's dinner for two. These other females, they put me on looks. Only you recognize the real shit that I do. So we on the battlefield like Bonnie and Clyde. Me and you against the world, this a hell of a ride. We flying like stars, they singing the shine. Little lovers in the air and they singing the signs. Baby girl, let's get lost in this. Let's vibe to this offy mix. We can talk and kiss, make love under stars and shit. It's a night you would never. Girl, let's get lost in this. Let's vibe to this offy mix. We can talk and kiss, make love under stars and shit. This a night you will never forget. Hey.
Salute Jay Dooley. What's good? New and exclusive. Exclusive. Shout out to everybody, HHN special report. Beaming up my goddess, my UK correspondent. You know we gotta talk about the UK. Much love to my goddess, Vanta. Salute Jay Dooley. Doing exclusive.
Born legend, got cold weapons for soul sessions. 47, my soul. And no blessings, didn't get a return on my investment. I was testing hamster in the fucking wheel. Have to learn God, man, it is within. To this world in. Let that beat ride. Let the beat ride. Let that beat ride. In the working and shadow working became the journey. On this crazy journey, I'm trying to stay in a state of learning. From everything to nature and metaphysics, sound and frequency, energy is all through these instruments. I'm the eminent, ain't no just any synthesis. I send this you to death for fucking with the innocent. Blowing up a building with some kids in it. That's our government, y'all. They some real bitches. From the globalists, shit, I'm below the could got a blast on some motherfucking social shit. Like a spiritual wandering rebel. Can't talk to people no more. They be below a 6th grade level. I find people that carry the vibe. The same vibe is mine. I kill the enemy every time. From spitting rhymes to spitting lines, the real design. Spring revolution to the end of time. Let that beat ride. Let the beat ride. Let the beat ride. These old geezers, parasitic world leaders, have to stuff they face with these older leaders. Super kicks to roundhouse, make time bounce, chop the body up and send the parts to his child house. Ain't what I'm about. Fuck around and down, shoot up everything. House, better run to your bucket. I sit back, smoke, plan, and meditate. Put the on toe to toe with a heavyweight. In your face quicker than shoot your ass in the alleyway. I'm the light and dark night, it's alright. Gotta say and make it through these dark times. I find people that carry the vibe. The same vibe as mine. We kill the enemy every time. We spitting rhymes and spitting lines. We through the side. The spring revolution to the end of time.
You know about it. Tell him, baby.
Let that beat ride. Let the beat ride. Let that beat ride.
On my second phone bullshit. Ups and downs. Yes, my phone cooled off at it's 3:21. That means it's 8:21 over there. I don't want to like keep you from your food, so like we're gonna try to, we're trying to go through the high notes. We're gonna try to go through this live. I got some clips. I had to grab some more because I did just want to have 2 clips, so without hearing more news. I know we got some UK news, and I got the shit about Elon Musk. We're gonna do the UK stuff first. We get the UK out the way, and then we'll do the SpaceX, and then like the miscellaneous stuff. Like there's a fucking shit. I think it's a new trend called Team Takeover. We got to talk about that. Some shit happened in Houston. Some people there's some shots fired. There's cops everywhere. And like Team Takeover, it's like a person get online, be like, "We're about to take over the mall, y'all," and then a whole bunch of teenagers gather up at the mall, and shit goes down. Sometimes there's fights. Sometimes there's shots fired. Sometimes people get hurt. Sometimes people get killed. And this is my first time hearing about this, and I'm really disturbed. I am so glad that my daughter is out of high school and she's grown. Because I'll have to be like, baby, do not go to no teen takeovers. You're going to have to be like, Dad, Mom, I'm going out with my friends. Like, come here. You ain't going to do no teen takeover, is you? No, Dad, no. Mom, what's this teen takeover stuff? Yeah, there's some stuff going on during our day. And they was doing teen takeovers. Someone get on social media and they say, let's meet up here and take over this area. And y'all all meet up 100, 200, 300 deep. Crazy work. Teen takeovers, y'all. So be careful. But we definitely got to talk about what the fuck Starmer just did. Starmer need his head knocked off. Right, fuck him. But let's get to the new track. Shouts out to Eyes Wide Shut. What up, though? Oh. Let's get to this one right here. Shouts out to everybody. HHN special report. Yeah, fucking wankers. After this, we'll get to the news.
This is more than the fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. No fuck, then we fast asleep. Wake up, she got on top of me. Hey, this is more than the fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. No fuck, then we fast asleep. Wake up, she got on top of me. Hey. Let me hit you with this Detroit flow. Shout out the feed, now I'm the beat so cold. Like a pig, got some girls that is down as fuck. Don't fuck with them lanes, baby, ride with us. We fly as fuck, come through with the freshest fit. Time to step on the scene with the freshest kiss. Gotta do another show at the club tonight. Then grab a bag, here we go to fuck tonight. Let me take the word up, make it love tonight. Baby, bring that dance over, let me love you right. Can't do construction work, about to break your walls. She is so adventurous, we have sex at parks. After naughty picnic, she can ride the dick. Going up and down like hydraulics and shit. She ain't talking to me, naughty gators getting intense. Where before I come inside, you get a pass in the kiss. This is more than the fantasy. A baby travel with me, we making love on the lavish beach. No fuck, then we fast asleep. Wait, we got on top.
Damn, bullshit. God damn YouTube. Fuck you. Jesus fucking Christ. Can a motherfucker have a motherfucking good? The phone just cooled off. The phone just cooled off. Why is it doing this? Now it's like, fuck it. We don't give a fuck if your phone did cool off. We're still gonna fuck with your traction and your channel. You know, I'm not even gonna say this between the hours of 11 and 4 because I dare fuck up morning, noon, evening, and night. So it's like, it is what it is. It is. But let's get back to our jam.
Girls that is down as fuck. Don't fuck with them lanes, baby, ride with us. We fly as fuck, come through with the freshest fit. Time to step on the scene with the freshest kiss. Gotta do another show at the club tonight. Then grab my bag, here we go to fuck tonight. Let me take the word up, make it love tonight. Baby, bring that dance over, let me love you right. Can't do construction work, about to break your walls. She is so adventurous, we have sex at parks. After naughty picnic, she can ride the dick. Going up and down like hydraulics and shit. She ain't talking to me, naughty gators getting intense. Where before I come inside, you get a pass in the kiss. This is more than the fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. No fuck, then we fast asleep. Wait till she got on top of me. Hey, this is more than the fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. Smoking fuck, then we fast asleep. Wake up, she got on top of me. Hey, girl, do the truth, let's chill for a while. Got another spot for us, girl, bet you a smile. About to do some cosplay, then we go do a show. Got a lot of performance chilling on the boat off the coast. Pull up in the Audi, the new Valari. Redhead got his hat to take me to the party. She had some girlfriends, that's a group and army. They took me to the room, we was getting and naughty. Baby girl love me, said I'm cool and charming. Thank God, baby girl, you never wrong me. We going overseas, we be doing some things. One day, baby girl, I'm blessing you with a ring. But in between time, no disparaging us. When I get to the room, girl, I'm tearing it up. Then after this session, girl, I'm rolling the blunt. Then I'm going back in, cause I can't get enough. This is more than the fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. No fuck, then we fast asleep. Wake up, she got on top of me. Hey, this is more than the fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. Smoking fuck, then we fast asleep. Wake up, she got on top of me. Hey, hey.
Shouts out to everybody. It's time to get to the news. You already know, Sunday Fun Day Love. The Empire. Not for the weak-hearted. Yeah. We're going to try to knock this out so you can, you know, get your grub on, Vonta. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm English, and I love England. I like having fish and chips and a pint at the local pub. Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork sausage and dogs and fashion.
Haram! Haram!
Don't like that. Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan, the mayor, this is London, mate, not Afghanistan. Or Star Wars. Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs.
Shut up, wankers.
The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
That's right, miss. What have I done, officer? You've tweeted rudely, and you're under arrest.
Curry is fine, but we have several recipes already. There are 50 Islamic nations in the world. Muslims don't need to be on our island. They want to conquer it. The government says it must be this way. That doesn't make it right, does it, Robin Hood?
No, my lady.
These dragons that threaten our England won't go away unless brave knights rise up to slay them. Or did all the British bloodlines with any bollocks get killed off in World Wars I and II? Englishmen, it's your country, and it's being taken from you. Chav, posh, doesn't matter. We're already all in this together. I don't want this to be the future of the women of England, and I'm sure the women of Iran and Afghanistan didn't want it either. Your ancestors beat the Spanish Armada, Napoleon, and the Nazis. Surely you can handle welfare tourists. History will record what you do or don't do. Get cracking, lads. Love, Amelia.
Now, heading out to the UK. We're gonna we gotta put Amelia in the we're gonna put her voice in the USS Hurricane computer. It's gonna be her voice. It's like Hurricane is in Holodeck 3. Love Amelia. She's gonna say that every time. Take off that feature. Add the Amelia feature or the Sade feature. Love Amelia. But Starmer's a wanker.
Mr. Keir Starmer due to make an announcement on social media ban.
Starmer is a wanker. You say UFC White House tonight, security gonna be tight. Yeah, we thought security was tight during the White House correspondent meeting, but somebody ran through the bitch with a gun. And it also makes me mad about that. I'm seeing thumbnails and shit. Clicking on any fucking link, I don't trust it. But I'm seeing it on the other social media like Instagram. I'm hearing that like it said like the president called a UFC fighter and said he couldn't come or some shit, or like some other like canceling. Bitch, I ain't about to come and do this fight for Trump or some shit like that. I never looked into it, but like I'm seeing pictures and memes and thumbnails about shit. It's like motherfuckers are really fucking. It's outside too. Oh shit. That shit retarded. It's gonna rain on their ass. That shit crazy. What this motherfucker trying to have a gladiator games and shit? You gonna have it outside like the Roman Coliseum. How about y'all go to the Roman Coliseum? I want to be outside doing some fights. I bitches could have went to Saudi Arabia like the motherfucking WWE wrestlers do. And they be fighting outside. They be the motherfuckers support the troops. Gotta love Trish Stratus. 100% Stratus faction guarantee. Woo-wee. Trish Stratus. She's fucking hot. She's so fucking hot. They're on my wall. Yeah, it was Trish Stratus, Stacy Keibler, Tori Wilson, Victoria, Christy Hemme. Just go to my top 15 countdown of the top 15 WWE divas. You'll see my top 15. But back to Keir Starmer.
Prime Minister Keir Starmer due to make...
No one's banned as fake news. See, thank you. That's why I'm glad they click on it. But I was just seeing a whole bunch of shit on that shit. I was like, thank you, Vonta. See, that's my UK correspondent giving us the real deal about all the fake news that was out there. For real, for real. I'm glad I didn't click on it. But I do need to get back in the UFC. I think since they ain't let me go have a third channel for YouTube, I might just turn my second channel, just some UFC fight clips, throw my beat under it, and let's see where it go, Vonta. Let's just see where it go. Shoot me some clips, baby. Niggas getting their head fucking knocked off so I can throw some beats under it. Who the baddest? I'm the baddest. Got this fucking automatic. Blam, and he get his head kicked off. Oh my God, right on the button.
An announcement on social media. There is a huge announcement coming tomorrow from Keir Starmer about how social media and the entire internet will be restricted for people in the UK. And over my past year of covering internet laws in the UK,
Get that VPN,
I've
baby.
noticed that the vast majority of people do not understand the full gravity of what is about to happen. This isn't like the Australian social media ban. This is full and complete, unadulterated surveillance and censorship.
You already know, Vonta.
During London Tech Week, Keir Starmer made an implication that social companies will have to implement age verification. And if they don't, he'll just make it a law that they have to anyway. But that wasn't an official government stance with legislation to back it up. But tomorrow will be. So what is going to happen, and what does this actually mean? Well, when the government make their official statement on the topic tomorrow, I will of course post a full deep dive. But for now, we actually have quite a bit of information to work with. We've seen many members of Parliament make comments on what has been discussed internally, and of course the general direction that this government wants to take. So we'll go through what we know so far, but firstly, I do need to say this. Those that will be affected by the ban will want to grab themselves a VPN, as a VPN will put your device outside of the UK. So if you are an adult and you don't want to hand over your ID to use the internet, check out Private Internet Access VPN at the link down below. And with that link, you get 2 months free and 87% off, which is only just over $1 a month. With Private Internet Access, one subscription will work across all of your devices. And there's also the added benefit that they don't log any of your browsing activity. So if you want to stay protected, now is the time to do it. And if you use the link down below,
if you want to be protected, now it's your time to do it. You feel bad? I usually be trying to skip this motherfucking shit, but nah, this is very fucking important. Hey yo, but at the same time, you get the hands be on that bullshit. Like try to get something that's real secure. Do some research on it, and make sure you protect it, Vonta, because they wild over there. They wilding over there. They want to get over there soon so we can become the Invisibles. I'm King Mob and you are my Red Robin. And we fucking up the government and their lapdogs and the ones behind the scenes. It's going down. I love the Invisibles book. That book is fucking awesome. I need to put it back on my the community post so y'all can see the audio graphic novel. The only thing I don't like it is the man could have got a female friend or a female girlfriend or a female cousin to do the female voices. Jesus fucking Christ. It was kind of hard to listen to him being the female voice while I'm listening and watching the graphic novel. I had to zone that shit out. I had to zone it out like a motherfucker. But when you're doing shit by yourself, you try to build your channel, you might not have no help. A female probably thought it was weird. Oh my God, I'm not about to be no voice actor. I ain't about to do this weird shit. Look at us like nerds and shit because we fuck with manga and comic books and shit. I'm like, nigga, I'd rather fuck with this than the shit y'all fucking with. Y'all fucking with faggots, pedos, and some shit called baddies. I'm good on that. I'd rather watch anime, read some manga. Because the new entertainment is fucked. And they making all the women ugly and shit. I'm like, what? Man, give me good storyline, dialogue, and some beautiful women. That's what we gravitating towards, and the stats show it. Manga, Japanese anime, #1. That's why they crack it down on Japan, crack it down on our anime, crack it down on our AR art when we motherfucking do our shit. There's some hoes for that, But shout out to Japan's prime minister and all the motherfuckers that said that we're not going to censor manga or anime. Fuck the West. So, yeah, VPN companies doing great business. Since the poor been, hell yeah, doing great business. This motherfucker trying to take me from Kenzie Reeves. And it's a new British chick that I just came across named Kitten Love. I'm like, ooh, wait, I love that accent. And she's small and petite. Redhead goddess that was walking up to me. Cheeks busting out the phone screen. Bars. Anyway, that's too naughty. Let's get back to it.
Also the best way to support the channel if you enjoy my content. So what's going to happen with the UK social media ban? Well, one, all standard social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook and TikTok will be restricted under an age verification system. When you open any of these social media apps, you will be asked to submit a copy of your passport, driving license or a biometric scan, which basically becomes a three-dimensional scan of your face and all of your features. It feels dystopian just saying that. 2. Gaming. The aforementioned age verification requirements would also apply to gaming.
Kitty Love.
Now that's remembering here that the actual basis of the social media ban came from a proposed amendment to the Children's Wellbeing in Schools Bill,
from the UK.
wherein they stated that any game that contains the ability to
small
add
and
another
petite,
person or direct message to their users falls within the scope of this legislation. However, doing this game by game is going to be impractical. So in reality, if you're not using a VPN, you'll need ID to use storefronts such as Steam, Epic Games, PlayStation Store. In fact, some of these platforms are already starting to ask for this information from you. And 3, age verification will come to pretty much every single website you use. And at this point, you might be thinking, well, no, it's just for social.
That's exactly what I was saying. I'm going to go look up some tools, and they're hitting me with an age verification. I'm trying to get a fucking drill.
Media. And this is one of the sneaky things that the UK have done. They've chosen to define social media as platforms that allow messaging, user-generated content, or public discussion, such as commenting, which, as an example, if you look below nearly every single news article, there's a place where people can comment. In fact, most websites have a form of discussion that takes place on those sites. And number 4, AI chatbots. Things like ChatGPT and other services alike will require age verification, because the government can't moderate the responses that come back to you. Now, age verification by itself is a means, but it's not what the concern is. The concern exists with age verification because of the possible and, to be honest, likely end result. We've covered this many times on the channel, that over 1 billion records have been leaked from people submitting age verification to websites.
1 billion.
It's important to understand that what the government is asking of you is a Pandora's box that will never be closed. Once your information is out there and it's circulated and it's on the dark web and it's been held by companies that can and do get breached, you can't go back. You can't verify your age once and then decide you don't want any part in it. Once you've done it, the floodgates are open. And the more you do it, the worse it gets. The full announcement on what's actually going to happen in terms of word by word and the exact legislation is going to be coming tomorrow. And the reason why it's actually coming tomorrow is that they now have the results of their consultation period. The government has spent the first half of 2026 thinking about whether or not to restrict access to social media for young people. We should probably just rephrase that up to require every single adult to submit the ID to use the internet.
Let me look that name up.
And now Prime Minister Keir Starmer is due to make an announcement on what he and his government have decided to do. A consultation where the government asks adults and young people what they think of social media access.
What about Dolly Little?
Started in January 2026 and ended in May. As part of the consultation,
I like Maddie Collins too.
One was a complete ban for under 16s, which is something that's already happened in Australia and something that's already failed in Australia.
Oh, I thought it was a porn name.
And curfews to stop nighttime scrolling. The consultation was called Growing Up in an Online World.
Curfews to stop nighttime scrolling. On my second channel, every time I go to my second channel, I'm always hit with a sleep timer. You want to turn off your sleep timer? You need to go to sleep. Like bitch, I'm a grown ass fucking man. How dare you? Disrespect me talking about a sleep timer. Like, what?
And the Department for Culture, Media and Sport says it had 5,112 responses from people aged 10 to 21. Of those, more than 6 in 10, 62%, said that restricting risky features, such as the ability to chat live with strangers or live streaming, would make them feel safer. Now, what's really interesting about this is if you actually took part in this study, you'll know that the questions asked was on a scale of 1 to 10. So you basically had to put like not a slider, but a tick box of what you felt. And what's even more interesting is that if you put yourself on a 2 out of 10, that would still count as you being concerned about risky features. So, for example, if the question was on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you support the government restricting risky features? If 5 was that you don't care, 6 was that you support it a little bit, only marginally, and 4 was that you don't support it, but only marginally, they would count the 6 as your full support. And this is where they actually need to publish the full final report, because at the moment we can only read between the lines and speculate. I'm hoping that they republish what the questions were so people could see. However, nearly 3 and 4 were worried about feeling left out if restrictions came in, and 84% that they think that children will find ways to get around the restrictions. And if you've done the study, you'll notice there was 0 questions about digital privacy and the risk that it presents. None. Yep. Not even one. The digital privacy concerns did not come into the conversation when they should be at least 50% of the conversation. So tomorrow we're going to find out what they're going to do. I think the decision's already been made. I think you all know what it's going to be, but it'd be good to actually see the written full legislation on what their plans are. So yeah, I think it goes without saying. I'm going to say it anyway, get yourself a VPN. Like now. There is a...
Yep, get yourself a VPN now. All right, now let's talk about Elon Musk.
Always why I invested into SpaceX. I think I would, yeah. No, I would not. You would not.
No, but I hope my index funds aren't automatically doing it.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Cold Fusion. SpaceX is an incredible company with impressive achievements. It brought the price of space launches down by 85%. Objectively, that is astonishing. The company also made reusable rockets a reality. Many critics said that was impossible. If you love your engineering and physics, yep, great company. But now, there's a massive problem. Recently, something has gone terribly wrong with the company. It's no longer what most people think it is. Let me ask you a question. What type of company do you think SpaceX is? You might say, a rocket cargo company that operates satellite communications. For those who are more optimistic, you could say that SpaceX is an exploration company who will take humanity to the moon and beyond. Well, according to their own S1 filing, the documents a company needs to file before it goes public on the stock market. Both of those answers are wrong.
Oh. Let me screenshot this. Screenshot this.
Oh, yeah, but I had to screenshot it. But like, I forgot to put it on my damn community post.
All right.
Damn it.
Generally, S1 filings list the industry category.
Damn. Fuck. As soon as I get the Elon Musk, my shit wanna fuck up. My shit fucking up. And my second phone don't want to motherfucking load up properly either. This is some bullshit. Okay, hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Is everything cool? I guess me talking about Elon Musk is a problem, huh? All right, but I hope we should be good. It should be good.
That a company is under. For example, the industry code 3760 is for spacecraft, 3182 is for defense and aeronautical. Other companies like Virgin Galactic, Boeing, etc. all file under these categories. But for SpaceX, they filed under the industry code of 7370.
What? Service computer programming, data processing, etc. Screenshot. Got him.
Computer programming and data processing. Oh, it looks like SpaceX is officially filing to be an AI data center company. That already raises an eyebrow.
What? Already raises an eyebrow.
It's worse than that.
It's a fucking data center company now.
You first need to understand what a TAM is. TAM stands for Total Addressable Market. It's the maximum revenue opportunity available for a product or service if you achieved 100% market share. It basically represents to your investors what the market for your product is. Looking at the prospectus, SpaceX's TAM is $28.5 trillion, approximately the size of the GDP of the United States. Okay, that's pretty high, but that's not the bizarre part. The strangest part is only 15% of this market is space and communications, and it's written right here in front of your face, in plain text on page 11.
Wow.
So 85% of the company is essentially just a wrapper for yet another LLM and data center business like Anthropic or OpenAI. I know some of you guys have commented that you're getting sick of hearing about AI, but this isn't funny anymore. It's getting really serious. When SpaceX went public, it was the largest launch of any company in the history of financial markets, larger than Amazon, Google, Alibaba, and even Saudi Aramco. In the first few hours of trading, SpaceX blasted past a valuation of $2.3 trillion, instantly becoming the 7th most valuable company, and worth approximately the same as the country of Canada. For some people, this seemed like a sign of strength, but for others, it was terrifying, the signs of an overheated market. But that's not all. The story of the SpaceX IPO is telling us something if we listen closely. It shines shines a light on the state of the current financial markets. A corporation is hiding an AI company losing $1 billion a month inside the brand of a perfectly healthy rocket company, just so investors fund it. Let me say that again. In 2026, a corporation can disguise an AI company losing almost $1 billion a month inside of a perfectly healthy rocket company, sell it to investors, and get away with it.
Sneaky.
You know, your expectation is not
Sneaky motherfucker.
That's deep like a motherfucker. Pause.
Get away with it.
you know, your expectation is not going to be a good investment, and that's the part that I'm trying to understand. I found it's never been a great bet to bet against Elon.
I'll grant you all that. If you, again, look at the S1, the TAM, the total addressable market, is defined at 28.5 trillion. 85% of that TAM is in AI. So even if everything you say about SpaceX and Starlink is true, the entire company is being bet on AI in terms of its future, not on space and not on Starlink.
Right. So if 85% of SpaceX is AI oriented, then the other 50%, that space shit is a fucking distraction. Now, this guy in this video has a theory, and the theory kind of make a lot of sense. To avoid being trampled on by being called, you're taking shit from them. Why not throw a fucking center in space? China has the AI data center under fucking water. Ain't nobody gonna talk shit about us. We're getting that shit from the fucking source. Underwater like Sea Lab 2021 on Adult Swim. Sea Lab 2020 was boring as shit, but like when they did the parody of it, Sea Lab 2021, that shit was fucking hilarious. That shit was fucking hilarious. The original Adult Swim, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Sea Lab 2021, home movies. You know, and Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Space Ghost. I couldn't get into the real show, but like when they bought Space Ghost and they did a parody of them and shit, you know, I was like, okay, cool. And celebrities is coming on the show to talk to a cartoon. This is wild. Terrafab. That shit made me think about Resident Evil, Vanta. There's a corporation called TerraSave. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This some Earth. Y'all try to terraform Earth. That's what I get out of it. Terraform the planet because you're all fucking aliens. It makes a lot of sense why you destroy the water, the air, and the food so we can't eat it, because y'all evil reptilian motherfuckers eat this shit and breathe this shit. We can't. And whether anybody know it or not, I think I need to check again where the fuck is our oxygen levels. I checked back in, I say like the late 2010s, and our oxygen levels are getting low. And they say if it get below a certain number, we ain't gonna be able to fucking breathe. That's fucking scary. I need to go back into that study on the oxygen levels of the goddamn planet. They're already fucking up the Schumann resonance of the planet. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, with the waves and frequencies and fucking with the ionosphere and making a whole bunch of shit. But that's a whole other video. Let's get back to Elon. Sorry about that.
Those are his words, not mine.
It's a mess, and in this episode, it's going to be a wild
So chronic
ride.
AI hardware.
And a disclaimer: none of this is financial advice. If you want to,
let me read this. It say, hold on, let me read your comments. It say Terrafab is a massively ambitious, vertically integrated semiconductor and AI chip manufacturing facility jointly developed by Tesla, SpaceX, and XAI. Announced by Elon Musk, the MAGA factory aims to solve chronic AI hardware bottlenecks by consolidating chip design lithography. As I'm saying that right? Lithography, memory, production, and advanced packaging under one roof. Thanks, Google. Make sure it's not Google's AI overview. Be motherfucking checking the emails and they motherfucking You remember I showed you on the email shit? It's like the AI is monitoring the fucking conversation. They're like, such and such feels great, and showed enthusiasm in the comment. I'm like, how do y'all know how we feeling? That AI overview shit is fucking scary. Eli's going to get us wiped out faster and cheaper. I won't be surprised if that's a corporate alien conversation. Like, how are we going to get rid of the humans today? Yeah, I know a way to wipe them out faster and cheaper. Tell us, Elon. I'm going to make a rocket company disguised as a data center. I mean, a data center disguised as a rocket company. Go on. I'm going to put a data center in space, and I'm going to zap all these motherfuckers for warping. What y'all think about that? Bravo! We're fucked.
Buy the stock, buy it. If you don't. Let's get into it.
You are watching Cold Fusion TV.
There's a lot of excitement about what's going to happen.
Everything they can possibly do to guarantee a pop is being done.
This is going to become the largest company on the planet.
For over 2 decades, SpaceX earned its dominance the hard and old-fashioned way. 3 catastrophic early failures, and bankruptcy that must describe as existential. A methodically driven slow rise.
Yeah, there was 3 catastrophic earthly failures. I remember the first SpaceX rocket blew the fuck up, right? The bitch was leaning over to the side like massive fucking failures, but he succeeded on these though. And don't get me started on the goddamn failure in the motherfucking Neuralink with the chip. Those monkeys suffered and fucking died, but still got approved by the FTC. Kiss my motherfucking ass. It's a super fucking villain. He paid those motherfuckers over, be like, nigga, push my shit. I'm a fucking billionaire, soon to be trillionaire. Y'all want y'all jobs because I can take all this shit now. They was like, oh my God, Elon Musk. Oh my God. Okay, we'll get the Neuralink through. Good. Bitch, I'm Elon.
Finally, a near monopoly on orbital launches. In a company full of moonshots, if we isolate Starlink, it's the only thing that actually makes money. The Starlink internet service has a constellation of over 9,000 satellites and generated $11.4 billion in revenue and $4.4 billion.
Motherfucker got 9,000 satellites. That's fucking dangerous. At least the James Bond villain had 1 satellite with a laser beam on it. He got 9,000. What the fuck? And this is why I say this. I don't think we want to know how space really look. I think space look like a goddamn junkyard because he got satellites, China got satellites, Russia got satellites, we got satellites. Everybody got guns, everybody got bombs. I think it's a fucking junkyard up there, and motherfuckers is going from one space station to another. I think it's fucked up there above our heads, and that's why we can't see it. Because it's junk. Like literally, just like thinking about it on the wider scale, we all got satellites up there and space stations. And all these motherfuckers communicate with each other. They act like they don't. But like every time something go past our solar system, everybody and their mama talking to each other. You feel me? So fuck the bullshit. I'm talking. So it gotta be a shitload of fucking junk in space. And a whole bunch of spaceships flying around. And where's Third Eye Atlas at? Did that bitch disappear off the goddamn radar yet? 9,000, but we don't see one of them. Right. And like some of these people saying that these stars we seeing are the satellites with their bright ass lights. I'm like, really? I thought that was Venus. No, it's a satellite looking at your ass. Like, what the fuck? But, and not only that, there's satellites for different shit. We got satellites for motherfucking your TV, for your cell phone, for your motherfucking cable, for the motherfucking war effort, for motherfucking, like for the motherfucking shit that's tracking shit in space. It's like, I think it's a shitload of fucking junk up there. Fuck the Earth being flat around. What if this bitch is a goddamn junkyard like Cowboy Bebop? Like real shit. And Earth is not a resort or a utopia. It is a place for the leftovers. They come here and sell junk and parts to other planets. This is a junkyard. Everybody come here and grab a part from Area 51. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't go to Earth no more. They used to be a utopia. You know, like now, like after they fuck their own planet up, everybody is going to the moon and Mars and beyond in this bit. You know what I'm saying? And like that's the second thing. We want to go to these other fucking planets, and we ain't even took care of this one and made this bitch a utopia yet. We still fighting over race, color, and fucking creed. We got all this good technology and fucking bombs aiming at each other. We can. This is why some movies where they say, like, what happened to this land? Oh yeah, the humans got crazy and wiped themselves off the map. So we are half human, half robot. Some is half human, half reptile, and some motherfuckers looking like Lieutenant Dan. It's like, it's fucking crazy.
Operating profit in 2025, but the rest of the company is another story, and trust me, we'll get to that. And from here, the controversy begins. When people talk about the broader market, they're referring to the S&P 500. It includes all the big names like Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Amazon. SpaceX had hoped to fast-track its way into the S&P 500 immediately upon listing. This was essentially changing the rules. They were essentially forcing the general public to buy the stock. Fast-tracking its way into the index would have forced every 401k and even pension funds to buy the stock. This isn't just American citizens we're talking about, but investment funds of everyday people all around the world. Roughly 14 billion of automatic passive fund inflows going straight into SpaceX. It would have been a massive wealth transfer, but thankfully, the index committee said no. Why? SpaceX was just too risky. To join the S&P, the company first must be profitable in its most recent 4 quarters.
Yeah, it must be profitable in the most recent 4 quarters. And since we watched your first 2 or 3 rockets blow up in front of our faces on live national fucking television, we're not about to invest in this shit. It's like, damn it, how is I'm going to get my rocket to fly? I got an idea. I'm going to be an AI company. We're going to do the AI 85% and we're going to do the space 15%. So this is why the shit blew up the first 3 times. You didn't put all your motherfucking money into it. You didn't put all your stock into it. You put the stock in the AI to trick motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy. I won't be surprised if Elon is not smart at all. He's just a motherfucking clever ass scammer. He just could be just a clever ass scammer.
Didn't meet the mark. Despite posting $18 billion in revenue in 2025, which was a 33% year-over-year increase, it lost $5 billion for the same year. So the S&P 500 refused to play ball, and now that $14 billion in passive funds is off the table. But the NASDAQ, they said yes, so there still will be some passive funding.
And because SpaceX will be fast-tracked onto the NASDAQ index, major funds will be forced to buy some shares.
A lot of Australian investors will be exposed to SpaceX whether they want to be or not.
SpaceX spent years dismissing the public markets. Elon Musk had watched what quarterly earnings...
That too, or a fucking actor.
Session did to Tesla.
Yep.
For a company that measures success in orbital mechanics in decades. Impressive.
Because look at the fucking picture of my thumbnail. This motherfucker is smoking weed on the Joe Rogan podcast. If, you know, I was going to have a picture of him next to a rocket with some simple ass shit. No, this is Elon. Smoking weed on the Joe Rogan podcast. Because you got to be a high motherfucker to be on the motherfucking time he on. This is the motherfucker high as hell. Like, I just played the whole fucking world, y'all. I'm about to smoke this weed and laugh at y'all niggas and talk smart.
Shareholders in a 90-day cycle seem like a poor fit.
And don't get me started on this motherfucking family that was fucking people over in South Africa. That's a whole nother live. That's a whole nother live I got to do.
Fiscal year 2023, SpaceX's capex was manageable at 42% of revenue. And in 2024, SpaceX was
Elon ain't safe.
About $791 million in net income for an expense-heavy rocket company. That is remarkable.
And shouts out to my homeboy Ray, man. that got married. You like the pictures that I took. He was the one that said, yo, man, be on the lookout for this man named Elon Musk. I don't trust him. I was like, all right. I looked into him. I'm like, he looked like a James Bond villain. And then when I look more into him, I'm like, holy shit. This motherfucker's a James Bond villain. But the worst thing about it is, he don't think he is. And that's what makes him more dangerous than any other motherfucker that's motherfucking evil. This motherfucker don't even know he's evil. This motherfucker can destroy the whole world tonight. And he can be like, holy shit, I thought the rocket was going to work properly. Oh, well, I fucked up. It's like, like that shit right there. I think he genuinely believe in this shit. But this shit can go as far as us being in the Star Trek time. Rather, if it's the worst time to be alive, it's the best time to be alive. On some real shit. We get to see shit unfold. We get to see the beginning or the precursor of us going beyond space and time, or really, really getting to a point where sooner or later the fucking truth gonna come out. The truth is gonna come out. Somebody is gonna leak some shit about space, and we're gonna find out what the fuck really going on. And it ain't gonna blow everybody's mind, because like most motherfuckers are distracted and can't read below a motherfucking 6th grade level. They might not even fucking care because they can't read what the fuck they just fucking saw. But the truth will come out, because we can't build a rocket and go to space on our own. Why is that? One man tried, and they motherfucker damn near tried to throw this nigga into jail for it. They just told him to halt the program. Some motherfucker did one of them small rockets, and it motherfucker went up and it showed the dome and shit. And it, I don't know if that was real or not, but like at the same time, we gotta know the truth. And here's how I know it's gonna happen. Because I used to watch newscasters quit on the air and say, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of lying to people. I'm out. So if that can happen, it's a possibility of somebody at NASA or at one of these motherfuckers CERN places that's going to tell us the truth about what the fuck going on. It's going to happen. It's in the words of Mr. fucking Smith from The Matrix, it is inevitable. This is why I love The Matrix, because everybody was right in that fucking movie. Everybody was right. Everybody. There's videos discussing how right the Merovingian was. No shit. I love that laugh. And now he's a fucking trillionaire. Right.
What changed?
NASA never a straight answer.
In February of 2026, SpaceX merged with xAI. Now the company's performance was in shambles. After the merge, the required retrospective accounting contributed to that net loss of $5 billion we talked about in 2025.
I feel like you just made that on an original thought, and that's awesome if you did. And if you did, baby, make that a fucking t-shirt. Copyright, trademark, stamp that shit. Cut, print that bitch. Bars.
xAI is a company that's bleeding so much money that it needed the public to fund it. Starlink profits alone weren't nearly enough.
Facts.
Career market analysts like Michael McCarthy say investors should be extremely cautious.
No matter how we cut the numbers, they simply don't add up.
In 2025, xAI was losing $2 for every dollar earned, burning through approximately $28 million per day. Quarterly losses accelerated through the year. By Q1 of 2026, xAI's capital expenditure alone reached $7.7 billion. That's an annualized pace of $30.8 billion, more than double the entire prior year. In that same period, SpaceX's capital expenditure had gone from that manageable 42% of revenue to 215% of revenue.
No, it's an old quote, but it works.
There was no need to shove AI into it.
Still make a t-shirt.
AI burns is $1 that the rest of the company could have used. So to summarize, in one transaction, a focused aerospace business became a conglomerate of rockets, satellites, social media, and a chatbot in the form of Grok. Up next, we'll see some of the bizarre things happening with xAI, and then we'll take a close look at SpaceX's biggest bet, data centers in space. But first,
yeah, that's his theory. You know what I said earlier.
That's actually useful is the hard part. The Raycons
really? Fuck them Raycons. Ray J going through some shit right now.
Podcasts or call weight, and the flexible multi-angle open-ear design with a comfortable fit.
God, it's a long ass ad.
Now has over 3 million customers.
Jesus.
This is a great option. Upgrade your dad's workout routine. Go to buyraycon.com/coldfusion.
I'm not supporting Ray J.
15% off. Thanks to Raycon for supporting Cold. Now, let's get back to these data
No,
centers.
fuck Ray J.
The developer of the game, The Tower.
Are you fucking serious? Like, right after this bitch ass ad, this motherfucking other ad come on. God damn, I hate YouTube.
Of course, fun.
Bitch.
Since AI is 85% of the company's proposed market, we're forced to look at how XAI is performing in the LLM landscape. So users switch between ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and Grok consistently. Critics argue that AI is essentially a commodity at this point. Nobody talks about Grok being the market leader, except for users on the X platform. In fact, according to some estimates, Grok only has 0.4% of enterprise use. In the AI sector, enterprise is where all the money is, so that's not a good sign. Alright, well maybe the management team is a star-studded lineup of smart people, so they'll figure it out, right? Well, perhaps not. Musk founded XAI with 11 co-founders in 2023. Today, all 11 have left. There's 0 remaining. Okay, so that's not encouraging, but that's still fine. They can still make money by selling compute to other AI companies. Well, there's some problems there too. The deals so far don't give an aura of confidence. Google entered a partnership with XAI to lease some GPU compute for $920 million a month. Sounds great, but when you look deeper into the deal, there's a strange smell. Firstly, either party can terminate the contract with 90 days notice. Okay, that's a bit tenuous, but reading further, you learn that Google has a 6% stake in XAI. And there you go, that smell gets stronger. It smells like yet more circular financing with a sprinkle of revenue boosting for the SpaceX IPO season. Okay, so what about Anthropic? Didn't they sign a deal with SpaceX in May of 2026? Yes, but the way that deal came about is hilarious. It turns out that XAI screwed up the design for their first mega data center. For some reason, they built it with 3 different types of GPUs. This meant that the fastest GPUs were just sitting there idle, waiting for the other ones to finish. The result was that AI training only ran at 11% of full capacity according to
shit ever. You start a program with 3 how can I put it in simpler terms? You got a dog ass company. All right, let me create a scenario. You got a building, right? And it need to be powered. And you have 3 2 of those generators are slow, but you have the main one that can power everything without a problem. You're using all 3 of them. The first 2 you know as the most powerful one, and you're using them all. So it's like let's use these ones, and when they run out, the motherfucking main one can work. I'm like, that shit is stupid. So it's like people may motherfucking fuck up on purpose. Horrible ass servers and generators, but y'all have the shit to have shit run smoothly, but you want to take people's money. This is all about money, greed. This is crazy. The Grey Goose scenario.
Being that it was useless for training, XAI decided to rent out the center and move the training of Grok to a new one. So that's not a great sign in management competence. But okay, that's fine.
Thank you. It's not a great design and management competence. It's like, if you got a most powerful machine, why not use that machine? Why you want to use these bullshitters? Y'all incompetent and y'all getting all this money and y'all in power. It's like, man, y'all motherfuckers is everything up.
And he can still make money with a data center in space.
Yep, with a data center in space.
SpaceX has filed with the FCC to build a space cloud of up to 1 million satellites. Orbital AI.
Oh my fucking God, I just came up with a fucking theory. What if, because he just became a trillionaire, what if all these motherfuckers that put in with Elon to put a data center in space to get motherfuckers to shut the fuck up about data centers being on land? It's like, fuck it, nigga, we'll just take this shit in space, but we gotta pay Elon. Damn, I don't want to pay Elon. Well, they're gonna talk shit about you on Earth while you got that data center taking all their resources. I don't give a fuck. Well, I'm about to go have my data center connected with Elon SpaceX, Y'all can sit here and get ridiculed by the people and possibly get your shit burned down. Upgrade security, bitch, like the other rich motherfuckers doing. I'm about to put my money in it. Oh my fucking God, this is crazy. This is crazy. What did they invest in just to have the AI dinners in space, but they gotta pay Elon? This is what I say: when the nuclear wars end, the corporate wars begin. This is fucking, oh my God, that could be a possibility. A strong possibility. Holy shit. More solar panels covering more space. And plus they did say they was putting mirrors in space. They did that shit in April. This is fucking crazy now. Holy shit. Let's just finish this. Let's finish this. Shit just got crazy. I got to go down a rabbit hole. I got to look up some names and do some deep diving.
The Starlink network has 9,000 satellites. So imagine over 100 times that number orbiting the Earth. 2 years ago.
Yeah, 100 times that number orbiting the Earth. I wouldn't be surprised if we surrounded. You know, I understand about the junk part, but like, what if they're putting together a system like a fucking cage or like a barrier or some shit? But it's diabolical because they have the tech, and they have the minds, and they call it New World Order for a reason. But that's it.
I literally moderated a panel on space junk.
Humans were just being away.
Talking about it. Although SpaceX's satellites have autonomous avoidance systems, coordinating 9,000 objects and coordinating 1 million objects are two completely different challenges. I truly believe.
From 9,000 to 1 billion objects floating around us. Whether anybody know it or not, they call it satellites. I'm calling it tracking devices. From 9,000 to 1 billion. Nah. Everybody should be singing this song. I always feel like somebody's behind me. Everybody should be singing that right now because it's going down. 15-minute. Yeah, 15-minute series is a barrier. Ooh, that's deep. That may go over people's heads, but baby, that's deep. Yup. Because we gotta power all these smart cities. We gotta power it all. I think, and I don't want to go this dark, but goddamn, shit is about to get wiped out and shit is about to get rebuilt. And I think if they're planning on fucking everything up, but they trip on me for saying let's fuck everything up and rebuild, because they about to do the same fucking shit. They did it to those motherfuckers in Hawaii. How come all the rich folks keep their shit, but the land that y'all came to way before y'all shot that laser beam at that motherfucker? Y'all was like, oh, we need your land so we can do some shit. They was like, no, this is the land of our ancestors. You know, this is the land of our home and our ancestors. It was all right, laser beam that shit. But the rich folks get to keep their property with the blue tarp on it and shit. And don't get me started of the videos I saw laser beams going inside of volcanoes, causing them to erupt. Man, straight up. At least the James Bond villain had one satellite with a laser beam on it. Now we got billions. That's why I say Elon Musk is the biggest supervillain in this bitch.
That if we don't want space debris becoming a hot topic in 15 to 20 years, sending 1 million satellites into orbit with GPU technology that will be outdated in 3 years.
Yeah, space is fake and that's the lie. I hear that too. So let's question. What do we call space? You feel me? We call it space because we was told to call it space because of the brainwashing and indoctrination. But if space is fake, what is space? What's above our heads? They don't want us to know. This is why I'm leading to the fact that it could be just a shitload of junk up there. There's a whole bunch of fucking junk floating around and people floating around going from space station to space station, satellite to satellite, doing some work on the motherfucking shit. Hey, yo, the tower is down at Tower 8. All right, let me float over here to Tower 3 real quick. I got to talk to my girl. Get your ass over here, do some work. Man, Fuck you. We in space. You want to scrap? But what is it? Should we call it nothingness? Should we call it the emptiness? Should we call it, like this where we really do a deep dive on what is. What the fuck is space? What's the etymology of the word space? Is it Italian or Greek? Where do we get it from? you know, but we got to look at logic because we can't go supernatural and metaphysical with this. We know we can see above our heads stars, bright lights. But whenever they show us space, most of the time it's fucking darkness. So, what is space? I think the space above our head could be a holographic projection. After what the fuck I saw last year, I think sometime it was either September or October. Drone flying over my head in circles. There's some light pop up out of nowhere. And it floats in front of the so-called drone helicopter. And then it turns into a fucking star. I'm like, what the fuck did I just see? I slept with my gun that night. Just because I thought that motherfucker drone was flying over my head looking at me, and they always motherfucking flying over my head every fucking night. But what if they motherfucking putting up the, let's just say, Truman Show lights? So I'm like, nigga, I gotta see if anybody else saw this shit on Reddit. And there are fucking cases of lights turning into fucking stars. And people are catching this shit. But yet, they want us to look out like up in the sky because like some motherfuckers are afraid to do shit because like they're afraid of looking crazy. But I don't give a fuck. I look up. And I'll go fuck if any neighbors around look at this crazy nigga looking up in the sky, like taking a picture of a drone, and he thinking it's an alien, or like they can see the same shit and still call me crazy. So I'm like, nigga, fuck everything. But I know what the fuck I saw, and I'm like, I saw some shit I ain't supposed to be seeing, and if anybody he's motherfucking try to come at me, I'm gonna shoot these Truman Show agents. I don't give a fuck. And then like one night I'm walking to the motherfucking gas station to grab me some fucking blunts. This is the motherfucking middle of the night. And, I'm about to try to get high. And I'm walking up, I'm looking up at the sky. And the motherfucking full moon just flicker. I'm like, okay, I know I'm not high. I know what I fucking saw. So then, that's when I started saying that the sun and the moon is a bunch of LED lights. You know what I'm saying? I carry that joke forever, and I still fucking do. But like after what the fuck I just saw, the motherfucking shit turned to a fucking star, a fucking random light pop up out of nowhere and it's just rising up and it just turns into a fucking star. So I'm like, I don't know. And plus it made me think about the Doctor Who episode where Claire Oswald's boyfriend died and he ended up in the afterlife. But the afterlife was really like a consciousness transfer and like fucking God. No. Oh my fucking God. Wait a minute. What else happened? It was like the sun, the moon, and stars was all a projection. No. I'm mixing it up. It was the library. It was a library episode. The doctor and Donna went to the library but it was really another world inside of a girl's fireplace. And in her world, she's talking to a guy that's on the moon, but the moon was a holographic projection in the motherfucking place. It was like the Truman Show. Basically, it all leads back to the fucking Truman Show. Motherfucking man, hey, exactly. It could be a motherfucker putting up a stage light. But in my perception, it's looking like a motherfucking helicopter watching some light go up. My perception could have been altered and motherfucking deceived. Motherfucker could be putting up a goddamn light bulb. Like, I straight up question everything. After seeing the movie Nope, check out the movie Nope. I don't trust no cloud ever. ever. And plus, after seeing them create a cloud, it was the military or the government made a cloud from the ground and it floated up in the sky, that it became the fucking cloud. Fuck that. They made a hurricane inside of a fucking building. Like, what the fuck? And don't get me started on CERN.
Yes, just isn't a good idea. Or am I the crazy one here? Maybe there's something I'm missing, but it doesn't look like a financially competitive idea at all. In fact, it seems kind of wasteful. It seems like even in the best case scenario, with every new GPU release from NVIDIA, the orbital data
But I love these conversations because like we can deep dive and ask these questions. You know, we are open-minded enough to talk about this, but everybody else will call us crazy for even thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather talk about what we're talking about than talk about fruitcake shit and that pedal shit that they be peddling. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to cover current events and try to get us prepared for what's to come. Because it's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. But I feel fine.
It will become less and less competitive over time. In the worst case, if LLM algorithms get vastly more efficient, or AI running locally on devices becomes the norm, that seems to me like a huge threat to the central thesis of a space data center. But I do get the basic idea here. On my last episode about data centers, I got so many comments from you guys saying how horrible it is living next to them. Some of your stories were heartbreaking. So yes, I can see people...
Yeah, because there's a motherfucking house that's next to a data center where all you hear is... Motherfuckers can't even open up their window. There's people that's getting sick bitches. And don't get me started on them taking fucking water. Kiss my ass, fucking data center. Put it up in space. Everybody gonna motherfucker put their money into it. A lot of motherfuckers gonna be motherfucking yup. Elon took over the fucking world with this. If everybody's going AI, 85% of his SpaceX is AI. It's a wrap. Put the data center in space. Nobody have to talk shit about you. You can save yourself from scrutiny. But still, though, the data center is mass surveillance. So it's like, yo. And they all just made this motherfucker a trillionaire. It is full speed ahead with this shit. Which makes you think all that talk about going to Mars, going to the moon and beyond, it all could be a lie. As much as I want the Star Trek shit to pop off, this shit all could be a fucking lie and a front to fucking power his motherfucking robot army. Yes, I said it. China doing it. Y'all seeing it in your face. This is not a sci-fi movie. Just because you don't see flying cars and lasers coming out of guns and shit doesn't mean the plot of the movie is happening. It's right before our fucking eyes, and they groomed us since the motherfucking 60s with this shit. Doctor Who, James Bond, Lost in Space, you know, Twilight Zone, Night Gallery, Alfred Hitchcock shit, the fucking Jetsons. Don't get me started on the Jetsons. James Bond and the Simpsons motherfucker just throw the shit in your face. Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it. Shouts out to everybody, man.
An alternative, but as for actually putting data centers in space, I'm just not so sure personally. So it remains to be seen how well this works out economically. From an engineering point of view, leaving aside the costs of launching that much mass, dissipating the heat radiation from the GPUs will be a challenge. In space, there's no air, no water, and no convection, so radiating heat away becomes very inefficient.
Right, no air, no water, no shit. So like keeping energy, you know, how they gonna get that energy? As much as a good idea is to throw the shit in space to avoid scrutiny, but how would you get the energy? Solar power that shit. because they doing some motherfucking shit in space that's fucking with the sun. So yeah, if the sun powers your data center without the water, it's like it's possible and capable of fucking like making it happen. Like you up there with the source of energy that gives us energy on this planet. So why not be next to the source of energy? Like it makes a lot of common sense, right? Why not be next to the source of energy? You I need to look more into the motherfucking I need to look more into this. I need to look more into this because this could get a lot devastating. It's devastating. But I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. They're like, you're surrounded, Kane. Satellites all over the world. You cannot run. Really? This cell phone tells me otherwise. Oh no, don't. Click a button, everything goes out. And I'm still talking to Vonta in the earpiece. Yeah, baby, I just have to motherfucking put the world through a worldwide blackout again. I'm gonna have to go dark for like at least 10 minutes real quick. Hold on. I gotta load my guns. Like the video game Watch Dogs. It's like, man, shit. That was a good game. Yep, they're putting Jolly solar cells up there to power it all. Yep. And their front is we're trying to put the sun in areas that need the sun. The areas that don't get fucked with the sun on this planet are not being fucked for a reason to protect that ecosystem. You redirecting the sun's energy to another area that don't need it, that didn't even ask for it. You're taking away the fucking energy from the people that need the energy. You fucking reptilian shitbags. But I digress. Thank you, Vonta. You're the only one that can calm me down. Thank you. Even Asura's Wrath had a wife. The fucking God killer himself, even he had a wife. Even Kratos had a wife. You know what I'm saying? They're the only ones that can keep us calm, cool, and collected. But they know when we're ready to go into rage mode, baby. You be like, go get him, Tiger. I will, baby. Duh, 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 duh. Duh, duh, duh. Duh, duh, duh. Rising up, back on the streets. Take our time. With the distance, now we're back on our feet. Singing Eye of the Tiger all the way to the battlefield. I'm gonna fuck these motherfucking evil motherfuckers up.
It's their area of expertise, so they've probably got it figured out. That being said, there are some other things to consider though. They are as follows.
You know I was watching.
Cosmic rays and protons can cause bit flipping in memory, resulting in errors in calculations. And that's not great for some of the most densely packed transistor technology in existence. And also, energetic solar particles can destroy unshielded GPUs. Van Allen belt electrons degrade solar panels over time. And most devastating of all, solar flares can cause massive radiation sparks, resulting in the potential loss of the GPUs. To fix this, each satellite must require heavy radiation shielding, possibly redundant systems. Without it, the data center performance will inevitably degrade over time. All of this at mass and cost. But what do I know? Obviously, I'm not sure what the future holds, so we'll have to...
Meaning that whatever's going on in space could fuck that shit up. Basically, that's what he's saying in so many words. Because he mentioned the Van Allen belt, the motherfucking, the fucking pressure, all that shit in space. It's like, if space is fake, why is it giving us all this motherfucking techno babble? What the fuck is really going on up there? Like real shit. What the fuck is going on up there? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know what's going on. I like to know. I like to know. Oh, shit. I need to do a parody of that. I need to do a parody of that. That's Joe. He got a song called I Want to Know by Joe. Bars. But yeah. He was like, but what do I know?
and see if this risky long shot plays out. So, if orbital data centers don't end up working, in the prospectus, there's still talk of asteroid mining and Mars colonies. So that's
they still talk about asteroid mining and Mars colonies. So obviously, they know something that we don't. They got the ability to motherfucker post up there. And this is all bullshit to probably make Elon look bad. Yeah, you gonna put that data center up there? You know the Van Allen belt radiation gonna fuck your shit up over time. Look, I have the finest material to keep my spaceship running. So whatever you're saying is nothing. And bitch, I'm a trillionaire. And this AI data center, you know, I know they thought that I was smoking crack. This thing actually said crack on national television. He said crack on national fucking television. Think about that. That was the greatest fucking moment of all time. Because this is going to be pictures. This is going to be photos of this. This shit takes off and we motherfuckers start exploring space. They're going to be looking at Elon Musk as a god. They're going to be having a statue of him at Starfleet. It's going to be a Starfleet and they'll be like, you know, back in the day, there was a man named Elon Musk. He created some shit called SpaceX and it was the greatest shit of all time. But let me get up out of here. I think it's like 9:30 over there. I know you got to eat. I'm not trying to keep you, Vanta. I really don't want to keep you from your food. You know, but if you already ate, that's cool. But like we were still like it's like 9:30 over there right now. You know, like 9:35. I don't want to keep you. You know. Yeah, he wanted to mine asteroids for precious metals, make him even richer. And here's the stupid shit. Here's the stupid shit about that, Vanta. They're so fucking stupid. They are so fucking stupid. They're so fucking stupid to the point where South Park called it out. South Park called it out. It was the episode with the alien that came to Earth. Motherfucking, I guess like had some motherfuckers hostage and shit. The whole world went towards space dollars, right? And the alien came back and be like, y'all bitches failed the test. Now they put a barrier on our fucking planet. We can't get no interaction with no other aliens because we're stupid as fuck. But the whole thing about getting extra money for mining for minerals is we're humans. We control the value of the goddamn money. That's what makes it stupid. How can the minerals make you rich? You determine what makes you rich. Y'all the niggas that run the planet. It's like the mentality. It's just like it's like not only I don't want to be here because of the conditions, I don't want to be here because the whole world just been fucking stupid. I don't even have to be on the violent note. It could just be like they're hindering knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It's like I cannot be on a planet that does that. And like this what goes back to the point where they talk about we chose to be here. No, if I'm infinite consciousness, infinite awareness, driving a vehicle that's the human body, no. Infinite consciousness, infinite awareness doesn't choose to lose its memory and come back to a place of suffering. I cannot go with that fucking route. It's just like we was either trapped fucking here and they fucking found a way to keep our souls trapped because it powers a machine or an entity or maybe just these evil motherfucking humans. Who fucking knows? Because like there was a time back in the day where humans used to drink their enemies' blood to gain their strength after a great battle. Motherfucking humans is doing this shit. They don't got nothing to do with a fucking entity. Motherfucking humans believe with their own internal shit that this shit is real. And they make it real through manifestation and visualization. This is why this fucking shit is going fucking haywire right now. We need to exercise our power. And plus, I can say that it works because I am living proof of it working. I preach peace and protection in my home. My apartment building caught on fire. I'm the only crib left standing. But my intentions was peace and protection. But what if my peace was on destroy everything? You know, no telling what could have got done. Baby, I am a real God. And they still look at me as if I'm just a broke motherfucker on food stamps. Screaming revolution from the comfort of my room and not going to do shit. But bitch, best believe I am. In the world, I'm got a card in history myself. Real. I will be talked about. I will be read about. I will be sought after for my words and for my contribution, not only to my community, but to the fucking world. Get your courage up. Gain some bullocks and take out your fucking government. Right. And if this the prison planet, baby, we gotta say words. Hashtag prison break. Operation prison break. After the goddess Vata. You already know. Operation prison break, baby. We're gonna break free from whatever the fuck they got us a hold. The matrix, society, systematic bullshit. We're breaking free from all this prison system. We're breaking free from all of it. Y'all have turned a regular citizen into a domestic terrorist, and you expect us not to fight back? No, we're going to protect our family. We're going to protect ourselves. We're going to protect our peace, and we're going to protect our privacy. If we all got to go get a VPN, so fucking be it. But me, I want y'all to know who I am. I want y'all to see me. I want y'all to, because death respects purpose. And I don't consider death to be feared. Death is a friend that guides me into infinity. And it's my time. It's my time. Till then, y'all know I am the most worthiest challenge that y'all have ever seen. And I was prophesied by one of y'all favorite motherfucking rappers. I am here to do the work. For I am the God of windstorms and fire. You know, but I say this humbly. I am one of many. I'm not the only one that think like this. Because if it's up to me, I say everybody, every revolutionary, get a small splinter group and hit up every power structure in every major city in every state in your country. And take that shit back. Yep. But till then, we gonna let Vanta get to it. I know y'all gotta eat. I gotta start cooking. I think my food thawed up. I'll maybe some chicken and rice. And then I will catch y'all tonight at the Detroit After Dark. And I make sure I get my salutes and my shout outs to whoever live. I put up Water Style live on a community post. She just started going live. You know, she be going live briefly. So I made sure I shared Water Style. Make sure I check out Water Style. Shouts out to Jordan. He just got those headphones. He about to drop some new music. And Jordan is right. Like Jordan said, we need to do another track together. Me, Low Key, Jordan, Water Style. We need to do another collaboration track. I agree. You know, shout out to Eyes Wide Chef for making a cool video. I still watch that video every day. You know, it's a cool video you made. Yep. And shoot, and much love to Vanta. You know, shouts out to that short. I'm glad you got that appeal, because YouTube tried to get rid of my baby again, y'all. But she survived. She survived the appeal. You know what I'm saying? You know, like they crack it down on AI shit, but yet they're using AI to monitor. If y'all crack it down on AI, don't use AI. And plus, get some real humans behind these computers, because people are being wrongfully terminated, wrongfully getting strikes. I can't even have a third channel. You know, without them fucking with me. I put up some Star Trek clips. You know, the girls with the Star Trek uniforms on? That is considered sex and nudity. This is how you know AI is fucked. But y'all want to catch all my stuff that I had on my third channel, catch me on my X account. You know, I can only, you know, like I can only put my naughty shit over there. You know. But you know, I'm trying to, you know, get some trying to put some motherfucking truth out. But like after I did that on the first time and they got rid of my ex, I was like, you know what? If everybody want to be a degenerate or follow some paradigms, what's my niche? Okay, cool. I'm gonna put my naughty videos over here and see what happens. X is like, yo, we just blurred your videos, but you can still keep your shit though. They just gotta click on unblur and they can watch the naughty videos. So catch me on X as Hurricane JW. Still the same name. Hurricane JW on X. Naughty. But I tried to make my third channel twice and they gave me some bullshit. Vonta, you a witness. And plus, the last one I did, you know, like H3 Music and Entertainment, that shit sounded professional. It looked professional. I had another different suit on, you know. I didn't have another different suit on. I had the same suit, but like the white shirt instead of the red shirt. I had the white shirt on instead of the red shirt. You know, so I was like, eyes wide shut. Your channel was still up because you're real. I'm due for at least 2 strikes, you know, and I've been calling Neil Mohai. But I think what it is, I think I'm established. I think I'm behind some type of wall because I got a feeling if I put out that naughty video on my channel, I don't think I'm going to get fucked with. I might just get probably motherfucking age restricted. And they're not going to get rid of my channel. I think they will actually keep my naughty video. Because I got a naughty video. Y'all heard the naughty song, y'all see the video, but I have a naughty version. But it's like they're picking and choosing who they want to get rid of. It's like it's ran by AI, but it's like different sets of AI. But there's also a little bit of people behind a computer because like they're fucking with people that is really against the government on certain levels, but like since they high ranking in society, they're being really fucked with. So it's like there's still people behind the computer, but if I can give a percentage, I'm gonna say 80% AI, 20% computer. 20% human, or 90% AI, 10% human, because people is getting blocked, deleted, demonetized for no fucking reason. I might go high and say 95% and only maybe 2 people sitting behind a fucking computer desk. Right. And it's always us with the truth. It's always us spitting out our frustrations. I'm going to never forget the first warning I got, November 28, 2020, when I talked about the scamdemic. You know, it was like, this is some bullshit. Yep. What you already know. I just gave you a shout out too. I was like, you about to get ready to drop some new hits. Shouts out to Jordan for getting ready to drop some new hits. I got some more music to work on too. And much the other Vonta. Can't wait for your premiere. You already know. And Vonta, get that VPN because Keir Starmer about to make that announcement tomorrow. So make sure you protect your shit. You know, so like we can be able to fucking chat on here and behind the scenes, you know, with the motherfucking, with the email and shit, because they cracking down on every fucking thing. It's like I was saying that they're trying to throw like age verification at me because I'm looking up tools. Now they're saying like they're going to be age verification on every website you go to. So it's like, I just said that. I've been saying it forever. A fucking drill for some tools. Like, why do I got to put on age verification? Some bullshit. Yeah, I got to lock in with you've been on vacation with music, vocals, Rusty. Bro, you got to explain yourself. You already did. You already said, bro, you have been putting in work just like me, and you need some fucking rest. shit. Plus, I said I understand because singing is different from rapping. You know, you gotta make sure your vocals is tight. You gotta drink your hot tea or your hot coffee, do your vocal exercises and shit. La 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 la. I don't need vocal exercises. That's the fuck I do if I want to fucking sing, though. This is what I'm saying. You a real singer and you want to make sure everything on point. So like it's worth the rest. And plus you was rolling back to back like I was. You know what I'm saying, man? Ain't no singers doing that since Prince. You feel me? No singer's been doing that since Prince. I don't think Chris Brown even did what the fuck you did. You pulled some shit that was better than like all these fucking singers out here. And me, I'm dropping what? So the song I fucking just did. I just got done dropping the motherfucking God series, the Ancestor series, the Style Master Rebellion. This is about to be 6 fucking albums in less than motherfucking, well, we can say we made to the 6th month now. In less than 7 months. Well, no, fuck it. We just go to the 5 and don't count this one. 5 albums, less than 6 months. You feel me? That's motivation, inspiration, endurance, drive, determination, and Vanta's lovely inspiration. You know, I gotta add the Vanta in the inspiration on most of these tracks. So it's like shit, man. You've been putting that work, don't you need to chill? But I always said, whenever you get that feeling, like, yo, dog, we doing a song. I know we've been chilling for about a month, but I'm feeling inspired to do a track. And you're gonna follow your spirit and soul, gonna make that soulful ass song. And I also said, even if you do walk away from the music, you're still gonna be making beats. You can't run from the shit. You can't run from the shit. Music is in us. We're the grandsons of soul. Yep, it's us. I'm the grandson of hip hop. You're the grandson of soul. It is what it is. But everything goes back to what you said. We gotta do a lot. We gotta do a live talking about music again. That was fun. Definitely gotta do a live talking about music. But let me get up out of here because like Vanta need to make her something to eat. It's like fucking 10 o'clock over there. It's called Soul for a reason. That's right. My phone kind of hot. It ain't as hot as it was earlier. But save me a plate, Vanta. And shout out to George, shout out to Eyes Wide Shut. Who else is in the building? Yep, Jordan, Eyes Wide Shut. And all the people that hit the like button. Oh yeah, shout out to Jay Dooley too. I think he was the first one. Shout out to Jay Dooley. Yep. Eyes Wide Shut, Jordan. And everybody that hit the other like button. You can do that live anytime you want. Bet it up. Whenever you ready, whenever you ready with it. Because my schedule is about to be tight. I'm gonna have a 10-day stretch in a minute. It's about to be wild and real shit. I ain't even gonna know when I'm gonna be able to do a live, because if I'm doing a 10-day stretch, I know I can survive off 6, but this 10, 12-day shit, I gotta try to maintain my energy. So like I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll let you know, Vato, how the game go, like how I'm gonna work my schedule around trying to make a live and still work and still get some rest. But it's like you say, like if you have to take a whole day or two off, it's all good because y'all still here, y'all still be here to support. So even if I gotta probably pre-record and make like a video, maybe like a 10-15 minute video, throw it in the because shit about to get wild. But thank you, Vanta, because I hear you. I hear you and I feel where you're coming from. You know, don't burn myself out. You know, try to get out the information. You know, the information is going to get out there, and you know, like y'all still gonna be here for me. But what I'm also afraid of, I don't want to admit this. I'm afraid if I stop, I won't start back up. But the motivation is you, Vonta. You keeping me going because you're the only reason why I'm still here. So it's like, you know, because I'm so toned out of YouTube, it's just like I'm so zoned. It's just like when I drop these 7 albums, you know. Yeah, you already know about it. But I'm about to make me some chicken and rice, and and it's just rice will be done in about like 18, 19 minutes, you know, and then should be Gucci. And then we get ready for Detroit After Dark. Right, it's almost 10 o'clock over there. I wish my phone didn't fuck up, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that shit got hot. It's like StreamYard made my phone hot and it damn near felt like it was about to blow up in my motherfucking hand. I didn't like that shit. I'm like, let me cut this phone off, head to the stove, grab my blunts, and hopefully by the time I get back and go live, my phone done cooled off. So, you know, man, that shit felt like it was about to burn my, it was about to blow up, you know. And we saw the videos of phones blowing up in people's pockets and hands and shit. That's, shit ain't cool. Setting on fire in people's pockets and shit, motherfuckers, man. That's some dangerous ass shit. Yeah. You be careful with that phone. Yes. Yes, I'm going to be very careful. You know, I would go to the phone store and be like, you know, like what the fuck happened to my phone? But like I already know what it is. Certain apps are very fucking powerful. And usually like when I'm, you know, like I'm on StreamYard, it never really got that hot before. I'm talking about like, this phone got fucking hot. So I had to quickly turn the power off. Like, I don't like this. And shouts out to Charles, who was over there on the panel. Shouts out to everybody over there on Charles channel. Shouts out, I think the girl name is Enlightened. Not girl, but like the lady. Uh, and I think Max was over there. So like shout out to everybody that was in the chat also. Yeah, and yeah. And I'll catch y'all in a minute. I know there's probably some people live. I think I saw some people live. I'll leave my salutes. I think I left salute already over there on Philly OG channel. And TMB Monkey Man, he going in on like the way the title say he's going in on the female. So I'll probably say my salute and dip real quick. Because we already know what it is. And shit. Yeah. Might go live and open the panel. If you do, I will probably jump up, you know, like while I'm cooking. Because I could probably do it while I'm cooking. I just hope that my StreamYard don't get too hot, you know, but like we'll test it out again. We'll test it out again and see what's popping. You know, I'll be probably in the middle cooking, so the shit'll probably be muted, you know, like with the sounds and going off. But like, I don't know. So like what's gonna be your topic? Or like, you just gonna do some impromptu shit? But shit. But like I do gotta cook. But goddamn, but like I usually like when I cook, I don't really be, I don't really try to be on the live. I really want to focus on my cooking. I don't want to be distracted. So I might be listening for a minute because I don't like distractions when I'm cooking. You know, so like I understand the ladies in the kitchen. Get the fuck out the kitchen when I'm cooking. I understand now. I understand. You know. Oh, some of that movie Disclosure Day. I'm still seeing memes. They call it Disappointment Day. That shit hilarious. That shit is fucking hilarious. They call it Disappointment Day. I will go on live earlier later with you. Oh, you seen it yesterday. I ain't seen it yet. So like, like I don't think I qualified to even have any opinion on it because I ain't even see it. But you said go to that movie site. What I should do is this. I should go to that site and see if my phone take it and I can watch that shit while I'm cooking and then we'll go live and talk about it. But you said you might go live later and talk about it. So I don't know. How long is the movie? Like 2 hours? I'm about to motherfucking watch a fucking spoiler review. I'm gonna just motherfucking just watch a spoiler review. Spoiler review for Disclosure Day. I'm gonna watch The Critical Drinker. I'm gonna watch either The Critical Drinker or Nerdrotic or Dr. Disaster or the redhead with the glasses or Vera Gold or Dark. I think she's both names. I'm about to watch a spoiler review and give my motherfucking opinion. And if you go live early, I'll probably, if you go live, I'll probably be like, okay. I watched the spoiler review. Thank God I ain't waste my money or my time. Okay, let me know when you do the, you go, like shit, like real shit. I don't even know. Because I would have to use this phone to see if it takes your site. Because I think Oswald sent me a link to a site and kept on sending me other places. So I hope the site that you sent don't do the same thing. Because I couldn't even enjoy the movie because I was trying to watch Project Hail Mary. Shouts out to Vonta for putting me up on that. And I couldn't watch it. It was like, what the fuck? It's like every time I click on the link and I got to the site and they showed the movie and I click on play and it sends me to like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different sites every time I click. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You have to close out the other sites and press the play on. Yeah, but it kept sending me to the bullshit. So I'm like, what the fuck? I did it. I made sure I saw everything. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. So I'm gonna try that Look movie too. I'm gonna try that Look movie too. If it worked, I'm gonna watch real shit. I want to watch Project Hail Mary because like they said that movie was lit. I gotta do it for Vonta, dog. I gotta do it for Vonta, dog. Ladies first. But yeah, I gotta check it out. Catch y'all in a minute. About to make me something to eat. And I'll see y'all Detroit After Dark. Oh yeah. I might watch that one too. Yeah. Project Hail Mary. One quick C. Hail Mary. Ryan Gosling. Bars. Who would have thought that I'd fucking come together? God damn it, Ryan Gosling. I remember Ryan Gosling's first appearance. He was on motherfucking Goosebumps, where he had the camera that showed the future. And the future was bad because, you're watching Goosebumps. Look up that episode. Ryan fucking Gosling was in fucking Goosebumps with the crazy ass camera. First of all, I wouldn't buy no camera that looked like that. That was an ugly ass piece of shit. I ain't like it when they try to make a toy of it and it was called something else. I'm like, cameras ain't supposed to look like this shit. This is like some alien tech. But it was a deep ass episode. But shouts out to everybody. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. See you in a minute. Much love to my goddess, my UK correspondent, Vonta. Salute Jordan. Salute Eyes Wide Shut. Salute Jay Dooley and everybody that hit the like button. See y'all in a minute. And y'all know how we ended. Mic check. I walk around the streets with my black tank down by the waistline, looking the hype shit. I never claimed to be the best type of rapper, but I have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, and after that, the platinum. After that, Hurricane G packs the Gatsa bow. I heard UFC is tonight at the White House outside. Let's see if we can catch some highlights. Right on the button. Let's see. The baddest, I'm the baddest, got this fucking automatic, and somebody get their head kicked off with my music in the background. We're gonna hook that second channel up since they don't want me to have a third channel. We're gonna have to rock that second channel out. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.